So I'm continuing my reviews of Hamster and Gretel Season 2 with Episode 2. So 2A is Lair Necessities and 2B is Tobor or not Tobor. So let's start with 2A, of course, Lair Necessities. Oh, not Lair, Lair. Gotta make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Not only is that title clearly a pun off of an allusion to the Lair Necessities from Jungle Book, but it's also Hamster and Gretel are finally getting their own superhero lair, some place where they can do their superhero stuff without being interrupted by their parents. And also helps with Kevin and Fred as well. Kevin has a place, I guess, to strategize, and Fred has, so she doesn't have to use her bedroom back home as their, tech center? Especially because they were planning, on facing an unknown threat from the aliens. But first, they got to stop buildings being turned upside down. Yeah, so let's just jump to it. Two, house flippers are flipping houses. Literally flipping houses. They're apparently an allusion to the show Property Brothers. They call them the demo guys. Basically, they go into people's houses and demo them and rebuild them without asking permission. And apparently, based off of the theme song, still requiring them to pay for that service, while also making money off of a TV show. Yeah, kinda crazy. So they're looking for what they think is some hidden treasure. Ends up being a video store that has some punny titles. Basically, they got tricked by an old video store receipt from a video store that doesn't exist anymore because it was accidentally buried in concrete under Gretel and Kevin's house. Of all places. But then again, this is not the first time this has happened on this very show, and they do call that out. And at the end of the episode, they capture the demo guys, who by the way have powers where as long as they're high-fiving each other, they can levitate things, which they got from the aliens. Again, what are those aliens' plans? I'm thinking that they are the big bad they warned about. Anyhow, at night, though, after all that, Hamster decides to build a lair in the old video store. And that actually leads us into 2B, Tobor or not Tobor. The lair is finished, and now they're the spar room, and they're looking for somebody to spar with. So, who did they approach? Well, they approached Nodor and his robot caretaker, father figure, friend, Tobor. And not only is the title a pun on to be or not to be, but now Tobor is going behind Nodor's back because his ultimate objective is to keep Nodor safe. And if there's a greater evil coming that could harm Nodor, then Tobor should do everything he can to prevent that greater evil from harming Nodor. Complicated. So, literally, they kind of play the scene. There's a scene where Nodor notices something going on, but of course Tobor's hiding it. Nodor then goes to an ice cream shop and is sugar high, sugar drunk, something like that. Basically a play off of scenes where, somebody, the girl they like or whatever is, not interested in them, and now they're drowning the sorrows. Except for he's dealing with strawberry ice cream milkshakes, of all things. Well, anyhow, eventually it's discovered, because apparently Tobor's weakness is getting hit on the head, and when that happens, everything becomes a threat except for Nodor. And the key word to get him to stop is literally stop. You think that would have accidentally happened during all this, during the sparring sessions and all that? No, doesn't happen until then. The stop being said, not the wrench hitting. And then the episode ends with a wrench company or shop or whatever dropping wrenches from the sky as advertising for their business. We don't see the outcome of that, but we do hear some screams. And another thing too, Tobor knows that Gretel is Gretel, so superhero Gretel is Gretel. Honestly, how do people not figure that out? The robot probably, Tobor, he probably figured it out a long time ago, just hadn't said anything because Nodor or Professor Explanation never mentioned it. But yeah, so another person now knows Gretel's secret identity. So we obviously have Fred, Kevin, Hamster, Bailey. Oh, and also the earworm I think also knows it too. I think it's that one. No, not the earworm. That sentient mustache from season 1. But regardless, we got some good fun jokes in both of these episodes. I've already mentioned a few of them. I could talk about the transition gags, and actually one of them. There's one scene where Nodor's trying to figure out what Tobor is up to. He goes into basically a parody of Costco or Sam's Club, and of course people are just crazy and in order to get to Tobor, Noda says that pizzas are half price for the food items. That causes a shopping cart rack that includes fire somehow of all things. But anyhow, Noda does not catch up with Tobor, and the welcome comes up offering him a deal on radishes, and Noda's like, "That's 44 pounds." Then the salesperson mentions it's 45, and Noda's like, "Oh, that's actually a good deal. 1 extra pound makes a good deal." But somebody who likes, to shop sales and will sometimes buy larger quantities of things because it's a better deal. Sometimes that 1 extra pound can make a difference, but do be careful. Sometimes 1 less pound makes it cheaper, weirdly enough, because you got to figure out by unit weight or unit price rather than item price. Sometimes you got to figure that stuff out. But that's totally off base from Hamster and Gretel. So honestly, that is very much a joke that they would definitely do. So that's where I'm going to end my review, but I would love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 episodes. Let me know your thoughts on 2A, Lair Necessities, and 2B, Tobor or not Tobor. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you, always.